I guess we will talk now about Javier Milei's incredible economic performance, but we will begin with a very, very concerning thing that he said a while ago. And this is a real quote that Javier Milei said, and then libertarians started posting it like it was something good. He said that the state is a pedophile in a kindergarten with the children chained up and bathed in Vaseline. This is not the fault of a normal person. This is not the fault of a person. I mean, no, let me rephrase that. This is the fault of Javier Milei because he's a libertarian. This is exactly what you expect from libertarians. It's only a matter of time until he fucking starts lowering the age of consent. In case, this just sounds like maybe a small mishap on the part of Javier Milei. He was actually recently denounced before the courts for pedophilia. He's accused before the courts of possession of cheese pizza, I believe that's what they say when they don't want to get demonetized, and being an integrant of an Epstein-like child ring, which, I have to use a euphemism like child ring for because, unfortunately, if I say the real thing on YouTube, I'm probably just going to get demonetized immediately or outright blocked. So there's that. That's some of the latest things about Javier Milei. Factually denounced before the courts for pedophilia, and a judge will soon examine the merits of the case to see if there is actually substance to these allegations against him. But judging by what he said in this infamous quote, I believe there may be. Apart from that, as you can see in this wonderful article, Javier Milei did it. He has raised poverty more in just 3 months than in 8 years of the previous 2 governments. In 3 fucking months, this guy worsened poverty by more than the previous 2 governments combined in 8 years. And we're not exactly talking about good governments, okay? We are talking about 2 pretty disastrous governments, and he's put more people into poverty than they did in 8 years in just 3 fucking months. So during the Mauricio Macri, neoliberal government from 2015 to 2019, poverty rose by a total of 6%. Then, during the Alberto Fernandez government from 2019 to 2013, poverty rose by 4%. During Javier Milei's government, in only the first 3 months, we don't even have statistics for the months after that, poverty rose by 11%, from 44% to 55%. Does that sound like a successful government? Does that sound like a government that is doing anything but just whatever benefits the rich, and especially the rich in foreign companies? I don't know. Leave a comment down below and let me know. But I believe this needs to be more widely known, so I'm making a video on it. Remember when people are like, oh, Javier Milei is doing so good, he lowered the deficit and things like that. It's like, what exactly does lowering the deficit do for a human being? What does lowering the deficit do to help a person? Most countries in the world run at a massive deficit, and they do fine. They certainly do far better than Javier fucking Milei's Argentina. So there's no reason at all to point to a measure like that unless you have no actual accomplishments in human well-being to point to, because you raise poverty by astronomical levels in just 3 fucking months, more than the previous 2 governments did in 8 years. So yeah, about what you'd expect from a fucking professed libertarian. Both of the things that we went over are exactly what you would expect from him. Oh, I should show you guys as well, while we're on the topic. Last stream, I said that I was going to look for an AI translation software that retains the original voice, and I actually did find one. I actually found one that worked pretty reasonably well. So here we go.
I love being the cap, or within the state. I'm the one who destroys the state from within.
What did he say?
The cap or within.
The cap, Paul?
The cap or within. I love being the cap or within.
Does anyone understand what he just said? It should be mole. It's a pretty easy translation.
I love being the cap or within the state. I'm the one who destroys the state from within. It's like, let's say, being infiltrated among enemy lines, meaning state reform must be done by someone who hates the state, and I hate the state so much that I am willing to endure all kinds of lies, slander, and insults, both towards myself and my dearest ones, who are my sister, my dogs.
Who are my sister? We knew that already. We knew that. It is not as crazy as you should sound, but I mean, it's whatever.
And my parents. All for the sake of destroying the state.
All for the sake of destroying the state. So yeah, I mean, it's as far as an automatic AI translation goes, I probably can't ask for better than that. Doesn't really give you as much of an idea as much as an insane idiot that he really is, but it's good enough. There was a much better this video. Yeah, this is a much better AI translation of Milei. And how incoherent and stupid he is.
Just like there's one salami or three salamis sharing their opinion from a computer. You know what? Guess what? While they observe that mistake on the internet, I am situated in the midst of their bed linens.
Look at him, he's like fucking shaking. And that's what he's really like. That's what he is really like. Let's watch that again, that was too good.
Just like there's one salami or three salamis sharing their opinion from a computer. You know what? Guess what? While they observe that mistake on the internet, I am situated in the midst of their bed linens.
That's our president. That is our president, folks. What is he on about? Like people who criticize him online? He's saying that they are salamis and that he is sleeping in their bed while they criticize him and that he owned them by saying that, okay? Very simple. Pay attention.